Hi little learners, welcome. Today we're going to learn about environmental print. I bet some of you didn't know that you already know how to read. You don't believe me? Well, let's look at these pictures. These pictures are environmental print. Do you recognize any of them? If you do, say them. Did you recognize the McDonald's arches? What about the Skittles? Do you like ice cream? Or do you prefer Jell-O? If you recognized any of these, you read them. Let's see what environmental print is. Environmental print is the print of everyday life. It is signs, labels, and logos that you recognize them, and when you do, you begin to read. Environmental print is necessary for learning to read and write. Now, let's look at some environmental print that starts with the letter A. What do you spy on this page that you can read? I spy Applebee's, Apple Jacks, Animal Crackers, and Amazon. All of these are environmental print that start with the letter A. Do you know anything else that starts with the letter A? Let's read environmental print that starts with the letter B. I spy Blippi, Butterfinger, Burger King, and Bluebell ice cream. All of these start with the letter B. Do you know another environmental print that starts with the letter B? I can read environmental print that starts with the letter B. Read the sentence with me. I can read Batman. If you recognize the logo when you said it, you read it. What do you spy that starts with the letter C? I spy Curious George, Captain Crunch, Coca-Cola, and Chick-fil-A. All of these environmental prints start with the letter C. Do you know another environmental print that starts with the letter C? Now let's read the environmental print that starts with the letter D. I spy Dairy Queen, Doritos, Dunkin' Donuts, and Dinosaur Train. What else starts with the letter D that you know of? I can read environmental print that starts with the letter D. If you recognize the logo, read it with me. I can read Domino's Pizza. Did you recognize it? Awesome. I spy environmental print that starts with the letter E. I see eBay, Eggo, Elena, and Exit. All these environmental prints start with the letter D. Do you know something else that starts with the letter E? Let's read environmental print that starts with the letter F. I read Fanta, Funyuns, Fruit Loops, and Fancy Nancy. What else starts with the letter F that you know? I can read environmental print that starts with letter F. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Fritos. Environmental print that starts with the letter G. I spy Gatorade, Go Noodle, Go-Gurt, and Goldfish. What else starts with the letter G that you know? I spy environmental print that starts with the letter H. Hot Wheels, Hershey, Haribo Gold Bears, and Huggies. What do you know that starts with the letter H? I can read environmental print that starts with letter H. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Hatchimals. Letter I, environmental print. I spy Instagram, IHOP, IC, and an iPad. What do you know that starts with the letter I? Environmental print that starts with the letter J. Juicy Juice, John Deere, Jello, and Jif peanut butter. What do you know that starts with the letter J? I can read environmental print that starts with letter J. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read JoJo. Let's read environmental print that starts with the letter K. Kit Kat, Kool-Aid, ketchup, and Kia. Do you know anything else that starts with the letter K? Environmental print that starts with the letter L. I spy Lego, Lunchables, Little Caesars, and LOL surprise. What else starts with the letter L that you know? I can read environmental print that starts with letter L. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Little Debbie snack cakes. I spy environmental print that starts with the letter M. Minecraft, McDonald's, M&M's, mac and cheese. What do you know that starts with the letter M? I spy environmental print that starts with the letter N. Nickelodeon, Nike, Netflix, and Nerds. What do you know that starts with the letter N? I can read environmental print that starts with letter N. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Nutella. Environmental print that starts with the letter O. I spy Old Navy, Olive Garden, Off, and Oreo. What do you know that starts with the letter O? Environmental print that starts with the letter P. Paw Patrol, Peter Pan, Pop-Tarts, and PlayStation. What do you know that starts with the letter P? I can read environmental print that starts with the letter P. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Pringles. Environmental print that starts with the Q. Quiznos, Quaker Oats, Q-tips, Quirkle. Environmental print that starts with the letter R. What do you see here that you recognize? I can read Reebok, Raid, Ring Pop, and Ritz. What about you? What else do you know that starts with the letter R? I can read environmental print that starts with letter R. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Red Robin. Environmental print that starts with the letter S. I spy Starbucks, Skittles, Superman, Stop. What do you know that starts with the letter S? I spy environmental print that starts with the letter T. Toy Story, Target, Taco Bell, and Trix. What environmental print do you know that starts with the letter T? I can read environmental print that starts with letter T. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Twix. Environmental print that starts with the letter U. United States Postal Service, Uno cards, Up, and Universal. Do you know anything else that starts with the letter U? I spy environmental print that starts with the letter V. V8, Visa, Velveeta, and Vans. What environmental print do you know that starts with the letter V? I can read environmental print that starts with letter V. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read VeggieTales. I spy environmental print that starts with the letter W. Walmart, Wendy's, Wildcrafts, and Welch's Fruit Snacks. What do you know that starts with the letter W? Environmental print that starts with the letter X. I spy X-Men, Xerox, Xbox One, and X Games. What do you know that starts with the letter X? I can read environmental print that starts with letter X. I can read Xbox. Environmental print that starts with the letter Y. I spy YMCA, Yo Gabba Gabba, YouTube, and Yo Play. What logos do you know that start with the letter Y? I spy environmental print that starts with the letter Z. Zuzu Pets, Zaxby's, Ziploc, and Zumba. What do you know that starts with the letter Z? I can read environmental print that starts with letter Z. If you recognize this logo, read it with me. I can read Zaxby's. Boys and girls, we just read environmental print. Remember, environmental print is everywhere around you. You see it every day on cereal boxes, toys, cartoons, anything that you see and you recognize it. Remember, you are a reader, so go out and read those signs around you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.